Hey, you don't get any of this food that I'm eating right now. I'll feed you later. You have some salami later.
You give some salami later, Cam? Is that what's going to go on here on the live stream?
I was talking
So,
about feeding a real salami.
so I think before we start, like, I can't get in this until Chris clicks something, maybe?
No, I think I have to accept. Anyway, hey, we're live stream. My name is Chris. I am joined by some friends from the Board Boys podcast. Rob Paulson, the voice actor of Yakko Warner himself. Say hello to everyone, Rob.
I really wish I could do a Yakko voice right now.
Just seeing all the countries in the world in quick succession.
I do like that song, but I cannot do
Yakko
it.
was the one. Yakko was the one that was tall and had the pants, right?
Yeah, he had salami in his pants or whatever the song was about.
Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know they're redoing, speaking of Warner Brothers, did you know they're redoing Space Jam?
I've heard that.
I've heard that they were redoing Space Jam long enough for like it was gonna have like little Bow Wow in it. Or something.
It's gonna have LeBron James.
I mean, at this point, it's going to be
Um,
Big Bow Wow.
Mm-hmm.
uh, but like they're like expanding it to more Warner Brothers properties. I think it's gonna be more than just like cartoons.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't know like I'm not sure who all you'll see in there, but like I think I think Pennywise was in there somewhere because that's Warner Brothers now.
And I'm Campbell from the Board Game Brothers podcast.
The Board Game Bros. Okay, how do I get into this game? Aha, now it's there.
Yeah, I figured out how to get into it, and now, oh golly, this
I'm seeing
is.
that one of 3 people are in this, but maybe let me refresh this and maybe that'll change.
Now I'm in, baby. Ooh, I gotta choose a favorite card to discard.
It's in there somewhere.
Games in progress. 1 out of 1.
Alright, so Chris,
About Alchemists.
what do you need gone over? Or do you just want like a quick brief thing over everything?
I would say 90% of the game. Um, I don't know what I'm doing right now in terms of favor card. Oh, I see. I have two cards in front of me
Yeah,
that I
you're gonna
just need to
pick
choose
one of
from.
those.
Hey, here's a hot tip. If you have like the Sage or the Assistant, those are great cards for your first game.
Yeah, I actually just perhaps chose one of those because it
I'm
sounded
also
really
gonna
good.
pop out my chat so I can cover up your screen. So I don't cheat.
Oh yeah, I need to open up
This room.
maybe I just won't open up the stream. Just let me know if people are saying cool stuff, Chris.
Sure thing.
And then at the top, it'll ask you if you want to confirm your turn or
I
whatnot.
like that you choose one to discard and not one to keep.
That has to be one of my biggest gripes, like
Oh,
potential
shoot.
gripes with the way that some of these games are programmed.
I just discarded the one I wanted to keep because of that exact reason.
Exactly.
Sorry for not saying that 10 seconds sooner.
That's okay. They were both really good.
I mean, there's not really a bad
So,
card. Although I will say,
Chris, audio was good until I muted it. So, plus, I think the 3 people watching are us.
100%, yes. But yeah, if anyone else joins, I just want them to actually be able to
Yep.
say like, "Hey, I can't hear garbage" or whatever. How many rounds does the game take over? 5
6.
rounds? 6 rounds. Okay.
Yep. So, I mean, you understand like the turn order thing, and then how the turn order actually resolves, and
Mhm.
kind of what all the spots do. And we have automatic deduction on, so like that should make some sense helping you with that. You do get to see the artifact cards as we go. Oh, there is somebody watching. So,
Mhm.
yeah, so the 3 artifact cards you can see right now are the Periscope, Boots of Speed, Robe of Respect. But then you can see the age 2 and age 3 cards, which will come out respectively in rounds 3 and 6, 4 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
One of
each
those
out
two.
for are these artifact cards in the middle out for 2 rounds and then they wipe or something, or
Yeah, they'll
Okay.
go away.
So, like, phase 1 is the first 3 rounds. Phase 2 is the second, 4th, and 5th round, right? And then the final phase is the 6th round.
Yeah, the artifacts in the age 3 artifacts are literally mostly just for like end game point type things. They're kind of like you might like shoot towards one of those specifically or whatnot.
It's
Okay.
not mostly, it's only. All of the third ones are for end game points. And a lot of the second ones are too.
let's see. I realize that
So currently it just says wait for your turn. So I don't know who's up or what we're doing.
Must be Chris.
Also, we all start with 3 cubes in the first round, and then I think we get 5 in a 3-player game for the rest of the rounds.
This might be it changes up depending on, like, maybe in the original, I think you get 4 for rounds 2 and 3 and 5 for rounds 4, 5, and 6 or something like that.
No, it's round 1, you always get 3, and the rest of the game you get 4, 5, or 6, depending on player count.
I got that mixed up with it is the expansion that changes it. In the expansion, it's 3 then 5 in a 2-player game, 3 then 5 for half the game, and then 6 for the other half of the game for a 3-player game. And
Interesting.
Then 3 and 6 for.
Yeah, I think I've probably played the expansion much less than you.
I love the expansion, man. It's good.
All right. So, by the way, Cam Dawson in the chat mentioned that you're a little bit quieter, I think, than the rest of us. And I mentioned to him that you don't really have an issue being quiet. So, you know.
So maybe I need to talk louder. Is that what you're saying, Chris? Huh?
Oh, please don't.
Sorry. Oh yeah, you guys are wearing headphones. Maybe I should put in headphones. That might help.
Yeah. It's by the way, it says waiting for your turn over on my side as well. So
we're all waiting for turn.
Um,
I'm gonna refresh this page.
Same.
Still says wait for your turn.
Cam, have you
I
chosen?
get to choose my turn in place order.
Yeah, that would probably be it. That was my guess. What was supposed to happen?
In real time. Uh-oh.
Does this what?
Is this not going to happen in real time?
Probably not.
Oh
We're gonna be
boy.
refreshing a lot. Let's see what happens here. I think I want this.
Well, Chris currently has. He must have placed because I see he's first player. So he's picked turn order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
My
the
turn.
4th row
No,
down.
I'm just looking at the board here. I think I would like to do that.
That, I
wait.
guess I'll refresh.
Well, hang on, Rob. Does it show that it's your turn?
Oh, now I saw Cam's blue thing pop up right below my yellow thing. So I'm seeing it.
I think I had to refresh to make that happen. So.
Oh man.
Oh, am I blue and Rob's green? This is gonna be freaky.
Freaky deaky.
I don't know if you know this about Rob, Chris. He's always blue.
Okay, I am done.
Oh, I saw yours auto-populate. Did anybody refresh?
So maybe it will kind of refresh itself.
Good. I sincerely hope
I did
so.
not see Rob's pop up, but I'll just keep hitting refresh.
But you might be like, I'm guessing it's refreshing in the background. And it probably just did it like at the right moment for Chris and not, If we just say done, then we know the next person can just refresh.
Right.
Okay.
Whatnot.
F5 is the refresh quick button, if that helps.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on a PC, I don't know what you guys use over there in Iowa.
There's also there's also a refresh button in the app itself.
Oh, is that what? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oakley dokley. So everybody placed in order.
Yeah. So now it should be.
Cam's gonna put out his workers
turn.
first, right? Ah, look
Yeah,
at...
so Cam will place cubes in the bottom row, and so he went lower, which means he gets better stuff, but it also means that you and I are going to get to see where he goes, and our actions will actually trigger before his actions.
Yep.
Is there a reason that Cam's blue cube over in the buy artifacts area, is there a reason his is
Because
on the top?
There is a reason, yes.
because he used a card like a jerk.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a card called Associate, and it makes it so that you muscle ahead of other players.
And Cam, you only have you're going to have 3 gold, so you're going to buy the periscope.
That is
He
the
is.
plan. Although, I do have one more action card, and it is possible I have a card that gives me a discount in the shop.
You started the game with, oh, you drew an action card.
Yep.
You dirty dog. I mean, because the Robe of Respect is pretty hot.
All 3 of these things are really, really good. I usually don't buy artifacts right out early in the game, but...
Mm-hmm.
How do I put
By the way,
workers?
Cam, you just placed the Rob Gambit, in case you wanted to know.
What's the Rob Gambit? Sage shopkeeper test on yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the way to go, man.
Okay, quick question on the interface. Do I what if I click to put my workers out?
There's little green outlines around the action spaces.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I have the assistant card, which is highlighted. So if I don't want to use it, do I hit declare my action? Choose the assist. Oh, okay. Choose the assistants. Okay, there you go. Now I'm good.
Hey, Chris, would you ask the homeboy watching if I'm still quiet?
I mean, you can ask
I'll
him.
go get.
I mean, you just did.
Well, if he can't hear me, how does he know that I'm asking?
In case you're not sure how the internet works.
No. Well, the reason I said that is because he can't hear me very well.
Man.
I mean, he can hear you talking. You just said that you were a little bit quieter than everyone else.
I am ready for this Under Falling Skies game. This game sounds fun. Also, Cam, our miniature market order should be shipping soon.
Nice. I've ordered 2 games through you recently, right?
Yeah, but that other one's not going to be here for a while.
Okay, I'm donezo.
That was the new Tassini game, right?
Takenu?
Yeah, which apparently is getting some pretty good reviews.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to make a 3rd game in the Zolkin lineup, you gotta get a pretty good game going if you're going to hang out there with Zolkin and Teotihuacan.
Are you trying to say essentially that if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends?
I'm saying that I really, 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 really want to Zigga Zigga.
Do you know?
Oh, Cam, I went first because I wanted the periscope, and now I don't know what you're doing, so that's what we're gonna do.
Do you know how upset I was, by the way, when because I'm not a person that always picks out lyrics really easily when I listen to songs. Like, I would hear a song for like the 12th time and be like, oh, that's what the chorus is saying.
It is your turn, Chris.
We should have talked to Chris. Sorry, Chris. You should finish your thought. I really apologize for interrupting, but there's some Alchemist information I need to give you after that.
Okay, so I took a card, and now what do I do? Oh, I have to click in my triangle of potion testing. So I have to test these intersections of what I want to test, huh?
Well, you're not going to be doing any testing yet. You just got to take an ingredient right now.
Well, I took the ingredient, and then the only other action I have next is to test it on the old lab assistant kid.
Oh, wait, you start with $2, don't you, in this version? Okay, you'll be okay.
Yeah, so even if I hurt the little guy who's going to test my potion, that I'm blindly going to throw his way.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking you only had $1. I was worried for you.
Alright, so I know which one I want to test. I'm going to click the intersection of them. And okay, hey, can anyone look at my screen and tell me? So I clicked on the intersection of what two chemicals I want to use.
Well, you're not doing that right now. Maybe Rob didn't share the order of operations with you, but you don't take all of your actions at once. It goes in a horseshoe order, top to bottom, left to right. So currently we're waiting for you to select a ingredient, and then Rob will burn an ingredient for a coin, then I'll burn an ingredient for the coin, then I'll go to the store, then Rob will test on a student, then you'll test on a student, then you'll test on a student, then Rob will test on himself, then I'll test on myself.
Oh, okay. Okay, so all I did was, so far then, was grab the ingredient, and I can click confirm and end my turn.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sweet. All right, good. So now you're off to sell ingredients. Yeah, Dawson in the chat cam says that it sounds like you're talking from across the room. Where's your mic located? Are you wearing a headset, or are you? I mean,
no, I'm talking. So sometimes I feel like sometimes my iPad picks up sound great, and other times it doesn't. So 1 second. Maybe I'll just join the call via my computer, and that way I can use this headset.
Okay.
And it'll sound great.
Dawson in the chat, by the way, is a designer with is called Cohort 7 Games. Is that right? And I got to test out one of the games that they're working on. Cam, you might actually be interested in this too, as you're also a music guy like me. It's like a basically kind of a music theory worker placement board game where you have to go through like a few years at a music college essentially, and you go from like learning basic music theory to mastering instruments and getting better at them, and when you learn more chord structures and you learn more as you get better with different instruments, then you can take on bigger songs, and there's like a little area majority aspect to it. There's a little bit of worker bumping and stuff. It was really nifty. I got to try it on Tabletop Sim with him, and I really enjoyed it.
That is neat. That is very neat. Hang on, I got to transmute an ingredient really quick. And then I got to buy this periscope real quick.
Cohort 8. I'm sorry. Cohort 8 games.
Okay,
I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy VII, so I'm going to blame it on that.
Blame it on the rain, baby. Hey, I'm going to get out of this and let me join the other call or whatever.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, perfect. Now there's 2 cams.
Okay, so how do I sound now?
Yeah. I mean, you sound definitely, I think, better.
Well, let's let sorry, what's his name be the judge of that. I don't know why I just forgot this dude's name. I need to get this chat open, but I don't want to see your screen.
No worries. I mean, that's true. As the game goes on, more and more information will be like important.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, very much so.
Dawson, have you played Alchemist before? Because this is okay. Yeah, Dawson says you sound a lot clearer, Cam. I think
yeah, baby boy.
Cam, after I pick my 2 things, do you think I hit confirm and end my turn, and then it's going to tell me what I made?
I think so, yes.
Okay. I hope it doesn't skip my turn. It's spinning. Oh my god, I made a soup.
Oh, guess I'm probably not going to look at one of those cards. Oh no, it's gonna ask me before we can go on to Chris's turn. I need to keep refreshing this game. I do not. So you made. So where do I see? Yeah, you made a soup. So I'm not going to look at one of those. Oh, and then I have to hit confirm and end my turn to say that I don't. The periscope is going to make this game take longer.
Do you have to just like keep saying no? I don't want to use the periscope right now.
Yeah, because you can only use the periscope once per round.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, Dawson asked if we can do a quick overview of the game. since he
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
played it before. And yeah, we intentionally learned all the rules ahead of time so we can try and make this go a little bit quicker.
I mean, it is one of Cam and I's favorite games.
Yeah, I top 5 for sure. Maybe top 3 for me. What about for you, Rob?
It's in the top 10. It's probably in the top 5. I haven't done a top 10. I've done that Meeple Pub thing.
Oh my gosh.
Where like you
Yeah,
rank
it is.
your games and stuff, and it's consistently up there.
What's Meeple Pub? I'm gonna look that up while you talk. Unless you want me to give an overview of the game.
No, I can. So in Alchemists, we are all alchemical professors, I guess, at a university, and we're trying to be the best alchemy guy. And we do that through basically trying to determine there's 8 ingredients and 8 alchemical symbols, and we are trying to determine what ingredient matches what alchemical symbol. And in the real game, that is generated via app. So every game is different.
Or via Dungeon Master if you go that route.
Yeah, nobody's doing that. But yes, you can do it without the app. But that literally requires some other player to just sit there and be a computer for you. So
it says I'm waiting for my turn. By the way, does Cam have to not use Periscope again or something?
Yep, he 100% has to not use Periscope.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have to.
Or use it, and then it will quit asking him.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. Oh wait, Chris, you made a soup. You guys are out here making soups with your first.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at that.
And when you say soup, you mean like you
made a null potion.
A null potion. Okay, perfect. I'll let you keep explaining.
And null potions give you 0 information unless you know something else about that ingredient already, and then it is useful. So, Chris, you're going to want to probably test with one of those same ingredients again, because then that will inform you about your previous experiment.
And the game will do it for you automatically too, since we have auto. So we don't even need to teach you how soup works.
Yeah. So ultimately, the game is a worker placement game and a deduction game. So you have to teach 2 different things. Teaching a game and then teaching the deduction part. And I think you're done.
Yep.
All right, should be my turn.
Or is it Cam's Periscope's turn?
No, I have to hang on.
I don't see my turn yet.
Yeah, I'll take a look at one of Chris's ingredients here in case Rob makes another soup.
Oh yeah, you didn't look at one yet. Okay. So anyway,
now I have to, I guess hit confirm and end my turn to do that.
What we're doing at the beginning here, over here on the right side of the board, is choosing our wake-up order for the day. The earlier you wake up, the less time you have. The later you wake up, or the later you get to the lab, like the more ingredients you picked or favors you earned, so you get more stuff. But then that messes with your turn order. And hold on, I need to mix 2 ingredients. Boom.
So I'll explain the worker spots because that's the most straightforward part. Like this forest area, you can just go foraging. You put workers there to get ingredients. This next spot, you can sell ingredients for a gold coin, because up in this middle spot, you can spend coins for artifacts, which will give you special abilities and victory points. Jumping over to this spot, what we were doing is we got a young recruit, a nice, a nice.
It's your turn, Cam.
What would you call it? A gullible young boy from a nice Muggle family we said, "You're a wizard. Come drink my potions that I don't know what they do yet." And so he's he's happy to do that.
Yeah, and he is until he drinks a bad potion, a negative potion, and then everyone else has to pay a gold. So if you don't have money, so Chris, if you would have, let's say, spent your money buying an artifact,
buying a nice record player all in one place, yes.
Yeah, and then you went after me, and then I accidentally made a negative potion. Then you couldn't have paid the student to drink yours because he was too afraid. Whereas if you test on yourself, like the blue negative potion, you go insane and go streaking through the quad, and that gives you a negative reputation. The second one is a paralysis potion, and it makes you go last automatically the next day. And then the last one is, I believe, poison, and it sends your one of your cubes to the hospital, so you have one less worker for the next round.
Yep. So, yeah,
That's just like, it's pure CGE thematic rules that I love so much.
So yeah, I like so that you can test on like an unwitting little student, or you can gamble and test on yourself. And so every time that you test a potion, then the other players get to see which type of thing you made, right? A positive, negative, or a nothing symbol. Is that correct?
Correct.
Which
so
is
there's
why Cam earlier was
positive,
saying, "Oh, you
negative.
guys made a soup," meaning that we made like a completely null potion, like a pointless potion.
Yeah, so Chris, for soup, if you look down at your like little deduction board sheet,
Mm-hmm.
do you see the first? So every 2 rows, it's really hard to see on here. On the piece of paper, it's a little easier to see, but the first 2 rows are a little darker. The next 2 are a little lighter. Then they're darker. Then they're lighter. Do you kind of see that?
Yeah, very very briefly. So these top 2 are darker.
Yeah.
These middle 2 are associated with each other, lighter.
So if you look at the top one, which is little green plus, little green or little red minus, big blue minus, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at the one below that, that's little green minus, little red plus, big blue plus. You'll notice that those things are all completely opposite, right?
Mm-hmm.
For their signs. So what that means is if you mix 2 ingredients that are those 2 alchemicals, you get soup.
I see. Because you get a completely nullifying potion.
You get a completely new. So what that lets you do is, let's say you had, let's say for instance you knew that the purple mushroom was that top left one, the green plus, red minus, blue minus. Let's say you had deduced that, right? Then you know and then you make soup between that and, like, let's say the toad. You know for a fact the toad is the second ingredient on the second alchemical symbol there, because you knew what mushroom was and you knew that made soup, and those 2 rows next to each other always make soup.
Rob, by the way, I think it's your turn to pick player order.
Okay. Does that make sense as far as what the deduction means for soup?
I think so, yeah. So basically, if you make a soup, like one of these X'd out tokens, you know that those 2 things you tested are opposites against each other. So, Dawson, if you're looking at my screen, basically, it's nice because we're playing with the internet rules where it automatically does all the deduction for you, so we don't have to do it manually, click on here and stuff. So if you look at the 2 ingredients that I tested, because I made soup, i.e. a completely opposite nullifying potion.
I'm also done.
This one here, in the top row, since that is for sure a no, then I know it can't be this one, but it might be the opposite one right below it. And so you see how they're all offsetting, basically.
Yeah, so did you by chance mix another potion? You did 2, right?
I did 2 potions, yeah.
And you got one that wasn't soup?
Uh-huh, yeah.
And then did you use one ingredient that was in common there?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so you're seeing those X's and how those are offset, right? Like, that's how it deduced what the soup stuff was?
Right.
Cool. Yeah, that's the best way. If you make soup, is to always, in general, it's usually good to use multiple of the same thing, right, to try to narrow it down, especially if you hit soup.
Dawson says it seems like worker placement meets mastermind, and I mean, there's definitely that, like, that, yeah, combine these things, which one is correct, which one is wrong. I mean, mastermind's obviously a little simpler, but I do like me some mastermind. Have you guys ever played that one back in the day, where you choose like a sequence of 4 colors? You're like red, yellow, blue.
I've played it in other apps, like Mansions of Madness has mastermind puzzles in it.
That's true, yeah.
But I don't think I've ever actually played like the real mastermind.
Rob, I think you're up to place workers.
Yep, I'm sorry. I'm just I've reset what I'm gonna try to do like 3 times now, so I forgot we got more guys.
Okay, so then Dawson, there's 3 spots we didn't explain because they're not eligible the first round of the game. The bottom left down here is where you can sell a potion to a customer, and there is a whole little series of things that you'll see there. But basically, we can try it if, like, I don't know perhaps what these potions are, like what 2 elements to combine to make it that, but I can try and basically sell it to the person anyway and get a few coins. In the top left, there's 2 new spaces where you can try and like
All right, I'm done now.
propagate a theory as to what the elements do, and that one I'll have to figure out.
Yeah, so essentially, the bottom left is selling, which you mentioned, which we're going to see that in action this round because I just chose to sell. And I'll talk through that as I take my turn. The upper left spot with the dour-looking gentleman with the spectacles and the scrunched-up forehead, he is to debunk a theory, which will not happen until much later. And then the happy little purple chubby dude with the quill, that's where you score most of your points by publishing theories.
And your theories don't.
You can see down there the theory board. It's got all these books open on it. And yes, I think, Chris, what you were about to say was publishing a theory before you're 100% sure is definitely good in this game. You don't have to be positive because you can hedge your bets. And there are some benefits like scoring more points and getting some extra money to getting more seals on the board early.
And basically,
we can't hear you, Cam, if you're talking.
Yeah, Cam said in the chat, "Hey, yo, guys, you guys cannot hear. Can you guys not hear me?" That is correct.
And it's your turn, Chris.
Yeah, sorry, I'm putting out workers. I just wanted to, when I propose a theory down here, it uses these little tags, like these little flag type things. What am I showing with those? Like if I say,
you're already theorizing, huh?
No, if I were to, how do I?
So if you're 100% sure, you want to put your five or 3-pointers on there.
Okay.
But let's say normally what you do is you get it down to 1. Let's say you're sure on 2 of the 3 symbols, but you're not sure if red or blue, or let's say you're not sure, like let's say blue is plus or minus. Like you don't know the symbol of blue, but you're sure of the symbol of red and green.
Mm-hmm.
You would put one of those blue question marks down. That way you don't lose points later when I debunk your theory if it was wrong. The downside is if you were correct, you're not going to score points for that at the end of the game. But it's going to get you towards those grants in the middle. So like you see those grants that have like $2 and 2 points on them, and then they have 3 of the like there's one that's like mushroom, scorpion, toad, and there's toad, raven feather, blue flower.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get your seals on 2 of the 3 of those, you get that grant and nobody can ever take it away from you. So it's like instant money and it's instant points at the end of the game, even if you're debunked. Also, if you get yours on there, people have to pay you to endorse your theory later, whether it's right or wrong, so you get money from that. And if you have the most seals on the board, you get a point every round. So those are the benefits to going early at it.
Okay.
Hey, yo, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to wait like probably 45 minutes for Rob to finish explaining to see if that was working, but there's a lot to learn in Alchemists. So that's pretty
cool.
rad.
It's cool that the worker placement's like pretty straightforward. And I'm done, by the way, so I think it's Cam, your turn to place out workers.
Check this out. I have played Mastermind, and it's great.
I
was
agree.
really hurt that nobody was listening to my opinion on Mastermind.
Yeah. The great thing is, I think the game portion of Alchemists is straightforward enough that it's cool. I like the turn order. The turn order is really sweet as far as how it works, where you're going to go for what you're going to get, and then it actually resolves in reverse order, and like all the spots pretty much make sense. The deduction is really what gets people in this game.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're doing that automatically, so this is probably a great way to learn it.
You see, automatically, I like it.
Yeah. Yes. So also, Chris, if you look down there while we're waiting for Cam, at the scoreboard, which is also the publishing board, you can see where we start with 10 points, and you can see where there's kind of zones. So like if you lost points down to like 6, all of a sudden you're going to start selling potions for $1 cheaper, and like every time you lose reputation, you lose 1 less, because they're like, you're a sucky alchemist anyway, we don't expect much. But as your reputation grows, you get more smiley face discounts, which is like, if we're going to be bidding on who wants to sell stuff later, like smiley faces are good. The thing is, when you lose rep, you lose more rep.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you get into the blue, you get an extra $1 when you sell. But when you lose rep, you really lose more rep, because you become this super reputable alchemist that just screwed up. It's pretty cool because like it's called reputation during the game, and then at the end of the game, they magically turn it into victory points, and then you score the rest of them.
It is really funny to me in any board game that uses this idea of like, you are scoring prestige points or you're scoring reputation points. You know, because we all understand, okay, it's victory points, I get it. It's an abstraction of success, and that's fine. But it is funny when the book goes out of the way to try and call it something different and then shortens it to like RP for reputation points.
Yeah.
It's in one of the Vital Lacerda games that's like...
Back to you, Cam.
It's one of those games that's like prestige points, and it constantly is calling it PP throughout the rulebook.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I giggle.
Yeah, it's interesting in this one though. I think one of the main they do it partially for a thematic reason, because during the game it's your reputation you're messing with. But there's lots of things in the game that reference reputation points, and that does not count like at the end of the game when they turn into victory points. So like some stuff just stops working at that point, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, it's because it actually...
This robe of respect says whenever you gain reputation points, gain 1 more. Well, that doesn't work at the end of the game when we're scoring victory points.
Okay, yeah.
Reference.
Huh, I dig it. That's smart.
Back to me. I like going off the top, so y'all can't figure me out.
Yeah, same. Just kidding. I like going off the top right before I go to a sage, so that people are like, is he testing the thing he drew, or is he ditching it in the sage?
Is the sage the spot right here where you sell stuff for...
It's the spot where you burn ingredients to become money. You know, we've already figured out how to turn ingredients into gold. I don't know why we're still working.
Why we're still alchemizing.
Yeah. Isn't that like the ultimate goal of alchemy?
Well, we haven't figured out how to turn lead into gold, just crow's feet and flowers.
Yeah, true.
You know, things that grow
like if you can
abundantly
get up every
in
day
nature.
And go find that stuff really easily. Although maybe the sage is just paying us for ingredients. I guess we could look at the rule book.
No, just take your turn.
No, I'm gonna go get the rule book out now. Now that you've been rude to me.
No, I think 100% he's transmuting it for you.
Man,
that's what the...
Oh, Cam, I see you taking a custodian turn.
Heck yeah, dude.
Am I transmuting? Oh, sweet, I am.
That's
cool.
what it's for.
Shoot, I didn't realize it was me. Okay.
Man, Rob's out here trying to play that money-hungry game. Rob's hungry for money. Yum, 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 yum.
Okay, so Rob is now selling down here in the bottom left.
Well,
and...
no, I get to do a custodian action first, which is a special action card that lets me
Oh.
do a drink potion action that happens before selling, which is useful for not just selling but also publishing.
Hey, Jordan's in the chat.
Do you guys know how crazy stoked I'd be if I
hope you burn down in flames right now.
if I make a red potion? I'm gonna be so stoked. Red plus.
I hope you fail hardcore so you can't publish correctly.
I made a red plus, and that's crazy helpful to me.
Boo.
Is there a way for me to see when you've made different types of potion? Oh, there's just like a little summary down at the bottom.
Yeah, if you scroll down, Beetlejuice is definitely made for turn-based and not real-time. All right.
Yeah,
I always call this
but
website...
it's a nicer system.
I call this website Boiteajeux because I am incapable of pronouncing French things correctly. Don't ask me to pronounce the board game Troyes.
Trois. All right, so I'm going to go over the sell a potion thing now. So over to the left, you see that like necromancer-y looking dude. He's coming up next, so you'll always see who is coming up next and what potions they want. Right now, this sorceress, she just straight up wants positive potions, any kind of positive potion. And in a 3-player game, 2 of us could have sold to her. You can see the 2 3 spots. One has 2 ropes going to blue and red, so one person could do either a blue or red, and the other person could do a green. Those ropes are important. In a 2-player game, only one of us could sell, and it'd be any of those potions. If multiple people went to this spot, now is where we'd use our little hand of discount cards and basically say, like, how much I'm willing to give as a discount, and then that's going to rearrange the turn order on here with whoever's on top breaking the tie. And so then I can either pick, like, for $4, if I know for a fact I can make the potion that I'm trying to sell, I can do it for $4. If I know I can match the symbol, like I know I'm going to make a plus potion, but I don't know which one, I would do the second one for $3. If I'm like, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm at least going to make soup, I'll get $2. And then, like, if I say, like, I have no idea, I can just sell them sludge, I'll make $1. But if I say I'm going to make something and I make something less than that, then I get nothing.
Also, if
So you can learn things from this, or you can try to score lots of money.
Yeah, and it'll tell you if you did, like, perfect, even if you're, like, just suggest that you'll do a random one. But it's not going to tell you what kind of potion you made unless you make soup. And then, if you make soup or a crap, like, opposite potion, you're going to lose a point, no matter what you promised.
But for instance, if I said I was going to make a green plus potion right now, and I said I'm going to guarantee soup, and then I made a green, and then it came back and said that I matched the color and symbol, then I'd know I made a green plus potion.
And he wouldn't lose a point, because even though he just promised soup, he made the right potion, so they're happy.
Yeah, if you make soup or sludge, you get -1 reputation.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm going to try to make currently.
So you choose which of these levels you want to guarantee, right? So that's how you get 4, 3, 2, or 1 coins. If you only guarantee at a level 1, but you make a perfect match, do you still get paid out at the perfect match level, i.e. 4
No, you get
coins?
paid. You always get paid at your guarantee if you produce it, but you only lose the points if you make a crap potion. So, like, if you guarantee a crap potion because you need the $1, but you make a good potion, you get paid $1, but you don't lose a point of reputation.
I see. But you still glean some knowledge for the mastermind part.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're always going to learn stuff, but everybody else will learn stuff too. Because, like, if you learn more stuff for yourself selling potions than the other players do. Never mind. It's like level 5 deduction, but
okay. So what I did was I put 2 ingredients in. I was selling a potion. I was selling a red plus potion with a guarantee of I was going to match the symbol. I matched the symbol. So if I would have got an exact match, I would have known that I would have made red plus. But because I didn't, I know that I made either a green plus or a blue plus, and I gained $3. So now I have a little token in my board that is plus, and half of it's green and half of it's blue.
I see. Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's all I know. So that went about as well as could have been expected.
That's awesome. You still got $3 out of it. So.
Yeah, like I was not. I could have totally just blown that there. I did not draw the cards I wanted, so that was pretty risky, but it paid off.
For a Vegas guy, trying to make a plus potion with 2 random ingredients is kind of like playing roulette. It's almost a 50% chance, but then there's soup in there too, so it kind of blows that 50% chance for you.
I did know one of my ingredients already makes a plus potion though, Cam. So
yeah,
I felt kind of confident.
Yeah, exactly, as you should.
Well, I get to choose on an action space where you have at least one keeping. God, is Boots of Speed really that good?
In honor of
so good, but so is Rubs of Respect.
In honor of Jordan not being able to make it to the stream today, I'm going to share a Simpsons quote. One of my favorite quotes is when, I forget the exact content, but Homer walks over to the phone, right? He says, "Woohoo, I'm feeling super lucky." He picks up the phone and goes, "Hello, Las Vegas? I'd like to place $500 on red." Mm-hmm. Oh! Okay, I'll send you a check.
It is your turn, Cam.
By the way,
nice. Thanks for letting me know.
By the way, Dawson in the chat actually speaks French, and so my dunks on the French language, at least he appreciates it. Sorry if they're offensive. Can anyone explain to me the rules of a language in which Troyes is pronounced toi? Because I don't get what's happening. I understand like silent letters at the end of a word, if there's like a S, or like pretty much any letter at the end of a French word is not pronounced. But
Chris, why don't you go to Croatia with me sometime?
How's the language there?
Well, it's gonna surprise you how they pronounce a lot of the letters. Like a C with nothing above it is pronounced like this, like TS.
Okay.
But if it has a little thing over it, it's pronounced ch.
I don't
know. I've been there a couple times. It's a cool country.
I guess I can get that, but.
I guess that's the C is the weirdest letter in that alphabet, but there's a lot of little. Yeah, actually, it's a way easier to pronounce than French now that I think about it. The words just look crazier.
Sure.
Is that what I think? I think that's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, we'll confirm and end my turn.
I totally didn't notice that Jordan typed in the phrase root bear earlier.
Root bear?
He's trying to dunk on you, Cam, that he was having a nice root beer float.
Oh. Cool, Chris. Or not Chris, Jordan. You're cool. You're cool, Jordan. You rock, dude.
Oh, yes. I shall test these two together.
Test them, baby.
Okay. So if I want to test again with this kid, I have to pay him $1 because he doesn't just like drinking poison out of nowhere. It says I'm waiting for my turn. Cam, do you still have that periscope?
Yeah, dude. What'd you make? You made a green minus?
That I did.
Oh, well, I'd like to know a thing or two about some green minus. Yes, please.
Awesome. Thanks, Jordan. Or not Jordan. Well, I mean, thanks, Jordan, for showing up. But Dawson, yeah, thanks so much for showing up, man. Good luck with C++.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't tested this combo yet, so I will test it. And I will learn something about
wombo,
it.
Huh? Well, combo wombo.
I'm going to guess it's not my turn yet.
Hey, I learned something.
I think it's actually your turn now, Rob.
Yep, I'm done with my turn.
Ow. Okay. Good, I still have ingredients to mix. Bow, bow, bow.
We're making good progress on this if we want to be done by 4, because...
Ooh, Dawson,
we're
what is
through the first 2 rounds and explaining a bunch of the game. If
Yeah,
Dawson? What is Ratfink, Scurry, and Scamper?
Ooh, I made a green plus. And then Cam was the best alchemist. Boo. So he got a point. Next player or next hero is the thief with all the negative potions, and then I'm the first player. Cool. Place my thingy. How much gold do I have? 2?
Because you spent all that money on a nice pair of robe or whatever that was.
oh, you got the robes of respect,
Much respect, bro.
you booty hole. Pardon my language. That wasn't proper.
I'm just popping down here to the bottom again.
Pop pop.
Because I bop. I picked.
Isn't pop pop a community thing? You
It
love
is.
community, don't you, Rob?
Yeah, pop. It's, oh god, what's his name?
Oh, he has a great name too. It's like Excelsior or something like that. I'm gonna have to look it up.
I'm gonna get it without looking it up. It's, Megatude? No.
Magnitude.
Magnitude. That's it.
It's a good name. Man, Rob is out here trying to go low and slow to get all that extra stuff.
You know, I'm in no hurry. I took my time getting to the lab this morning.
Yeah, here's the thing. You can go low and slow because every time you get a point, you get 2 points.
Yeah, you know that top spot where you got to pay a gold? In the rule book, they say you had to skip breakfast, so you had to, like, buy it on the way to work.
Yeah, you had
that's
to go
smart.
buy Wizardy Mickey D's.
Yeah, and if you get the expansion for this, it's purely worth it just for the busy days part of it, which changes the round stuff every round.
Yes.
So it makes that picking your day thing variable every round, which is
Yes,
so much fun.
It is worth the $40 you have to pay for the expansion just for busy days. Rob is correct.
Are you being facetious, or do you agree with me?
I don't think it's worth the whole price of the expansion just to have busy days, but I think it's one of the coolest things about it.
Nobody's
But no.
paying $40 for that.
How much is the Alchemist expansion?
I don't know, but it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Go ahead
I
and
wish
place that
this
plan.
was updating automatically for me. If I hit shopping, it's $31.99 at Miniature Market. So, Chris, you get to be the top boy. Top.
Hey, by the way, Dawson invited us to play test Motif with him anytime, or his other game, Ratfink, Scurry and Scamper,
Yeah, absolutely.
which is like a trick-taking game. with-
Ratfink is what I used to call my brother. That
Makes
was his
sense.
nickname.
Oh no, I got the worst card.
Oh,
Herbalist
wait.
sucks, dude.
Simpsons reference coming to mind. You got the... what is that? Jordan, if you're still watching, man. You got the Millhouse-looking kid. You got the dork, you got the nerd. Ugh. It's bothering me now.
Okay,
The
Cam,
dud. You got the
or for the-
dud.
Or for the alternate starting stuff, like even if you don't want to play with the King's Golem stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I will tell you, as much as I like the King's Golem, like the extra deduction part, it's a lot.
It is, and you're right, because when I play Alchemists for the first time with people, I would never include the Golem, but I do include the busy days and the alternate setups. So
Yeah.
you're right. Mm-hmm.
What's the alternate setup?
Like
Is it,
Zolkin
different?
style, like you just choose 2 out of 4 cards to start your money and
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so you might start with like more ingredients and less money, or more money, or you might start with like more points, or there's
or less points and an artifact.
yeah, you might just straight up start the game with an artifact. What to do? I probably should publish something this round. What do you think, Cam?
I think that if you don't publish something this round, you'll lose a point.
Oh yeah, did you tell Chris that?
I didn't. I figured you wanted to because I know how much you love to teach games, so I held it for you. I probably should have told him he hasn't played stuff yet, so.
Campbell, you published the thing that I know.
Well,
The question is, are you right?
Sorry, bro. I actually, just in the full disclosure with Chris, I don't know. But I did hedge the correct thing if you debunk me. So.
Fair. I have 2 things left. I'm gonna go bop, bop, done. So yeah, so you can see, I'm trying to see where you notice that on the app, Chris, but you have to have something published this round or you will lose a point.
It's just right on the board where it normally goes.
Oh, I see it right there. So just to the right of test on yourself, you can see if you have an endorsement on the board, you get a point.
Okay.
No endorsement, no -1 rep. And at the end of this round, the level 1 artifacts are gone. Level 2 artifacts come in.
Okay.
And we're playing on apprentice level, so like, as you play with this with like more people, you can play on, is it master level, which is like everything's a little bit harder. It expects you to like do more stuff faster, and like there's some crazy super deduction stuff you can do, or super debunking you can do. Like the debunking is different.
Oh wow! All right.
You have to like. I don't play master variant that often, but I feel like to debunk you have to like be able to give a specific experiment that explains your debunk, instead of just saying that a symbol is wrong.
You don't have to spend any ingredients, but you do have to be able to prove why.
And now, if I want to take the...
So pretty cool.
So the top left angry guy, grumpy guy, is he the debunker?
He is.
Okay, whereas the chunky happy-go-lucky guy, he is the...
That is the publisher. You can see it costs 1 coin to publish.
Okay.
1 coin and 1 coin to everyone seal that's already on there to endorse.
Generally, you'll only endorse a theory if you're sure that it's right.
For sure.
For sure.
Okay. So I think that's what I'm going to do this round.
I sure miss Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
Well, I mean, we have Don Yukata.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, he'll always be with us.
I couldn't think of his last name, so I went with the classic Don reference. And no, Cam, not Long Don Silver.
You say Long Don Silver? His name's Long Dong Silver. Oh, sorry. Streaming foible.
Okay. Other question. So you'll have to walk me. You'll have to walk me through how I put out one of my theories onto the board when that comes up. Do I have to have the ingredients for it, or do I just say no? I think
you do not.
I think that Toad is red ? For example, right? Or I think
no. So you would think that, like, say you wanted to say that Toad is all 3 big pluses. You would put that on the Toad, then you would put a seal on there, and if you believe you are correct, you would put like the 5-point seal down, which would mean you get 5 points at the end of the game if you're right. Okay. If you are not sure about one of the colors, you would put that color's seal down, showing that if it gets debunked and that was the color that was incorrect, you do not lose anything. And if you are not sure about two of the symbols, I just wouldn't place a thing.
Oh,
probably.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I think I get it now.
You wouldn't.
Rob would.
Okay, so basically...
Rob goes crazy in this game.
So basically these tokens here, like these red ? Green ? Blue ? Is saying, I don't know which plus or minus red is, so I'm going to put the red seal on it.
Yes.
I don't know which
that is
plus...
That is called hedging.
Oh,
So you're kind of hedging your bet there.
BRB, guys.
It's like you might hedge red or hedge green or hedge blue, depending on which one you're not sure of.
Okay.
It is a completely valid strategy to publish and hedge a thing, then realize you're wrong and debunk yourself, and then just republish again.
Hey, man, that's how research works. Like,
Because you get points for debunking and you get points for publishing again. So debunking yourself is totally a legit strategy.
So let's say that I put over on Toad, I think it's all 3 big plus signs. I put that there, but I put, but I don't know about blue question mark. So I know that for sure, big red plus, big green plus, but I don't know about blue.
You don't need to know the size of the bubble, because there's only 8 different symbols.
And it's your turn, Cam.
The size of the bubble is irrelevant when publishing theories for debunking purposes.
Okay, so for example, in my example, just to get my question out, then I say, okay, red plus, green plus, but I don't know about blue. I can put that out there, and then next turn I figure out, okay, that was for sure wrong, or that was for sure. Let's say that was for sure wrong. I can go there, debunk myself, and earn points from that.
Yes, and if you hedged correctly, you won't lose any points. But if you didn't hedge, you could gain points and lose points in the same transaction. Also, if you debunk something correctly and you have a cube on the publishing spot, you can immediately use one of your cubes on your publishing spot to publish using either the symbol or the ingredient you debunked, thereby going before somebody else, which is awesome. Because you want to be the first person to publish, because you want to be the first person on a thing.
Okay, makes sense. All right, Cam, I think you're up to grab.
All right, so it's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I get take ingredients? Cool, I'll take that one.
I'm just constantly refreshing. Okay.
It's working for me. It might take a second or whatever, but it will wait. Or it'll automatically do it.
Maybe I should open up a different browser. What web browser are you using?
Jordan, I love you, man. I have incredible amounts of respect for anyone that can spit more Simpsons quotes than even I can.
Hey, have you guys heard this one from The Simpsons? It goes like this. Don't have a cow, man.
I'm done. My son is actually in the other room watching The Simpsons right now. He started on season 1 and is obsessed.
Really?
Hey, do you know about this one? Hey, pal, eat my shorts.
I don't know, he likes it.
Cam, you're up.
Ay, caramba. Let's see, what did you... Okay, so Rob took a flower. Chris took a flower. Chris took... Dang, you guys are out here just taking stuff, huh? Y'all love those things. Alright, let's take that one. Ooh, you guys, I got a good one.
Did you now?
Yeah, I did.
Is it back to moi?
Yup. Yup.
Off the top!
Off the dome, baby.
And then it is not my turn for a little while.
Yeah, Cam can go ahead and sell an ingredient for $1. A gold dollar.
Let's sell this bad boy.
A U.S. alchemical dollar.
Can you guys guess what ingredient I'm selling? I'll give you a Alchemist dollar if you can guess.
An Alchemist dollar?
Yeah. Can you guess? Can you guess what type of ingredient I just sold? 1 out of 8 chance.
How many Stanley nickels is that?
I don't know. It's more than a doll hair.
Okay, so I can click on the type of potion I want to sell, the level of guarantee,
Yeah.
and now my potion ingredients. Let me make sure I actually I can guarantee this one to the extreme. I rock the mic like a vandal. Let me just make sure I click on the right ingredients and don't make a Dorkasaurus out of myself.
Chris didn't even go to... Oh, I could have made free potions on that dimwit. Ugh! Now I have to drink it myself and probably go to the hospital.
Ooh, baby, got 4 coins. Feels nice.
How about that? So you made a perfect potion, huh?
I made a perfect potion.
And so you're trying to make a blue plus, and you made a blue plus.
I made exactly a blue plus, yes, because as anyone watching on my screen can see, I got myself a little blue plus. I might know where that is.
Oh, look at that. Ooh. 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 Taught me something there, big boy. Gratata.
So I just realized that the stream
dang,
is...
It's my turn, sorry.
I just realized that the stream is mostly seeing the top of your head cam.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I might actually kill... So I have a short in my computer camera, so it might go out while I tilt this.
You're good there, you're good
Don't go
there.
out. Go slowly. Here we go, baby boy.
You're good, man, you're good.
No! Oh, wait.
You're still... Okay.
Yeah, son!
Okay.
I need to... Rob, as soon as we're hanging out again, IRL, let's build a computer. That sounds fun.
Let's build a computer.
So, Rob, we just started watching Avatar The Last Airbender with our kid, and she is thoroughly enjoying it.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's like 3 things that my daughter really, really enjoys right now, which is making this whole lockdown pandemic thing very bearable. It is that, 1, our friends are letting us borrow the Harry Potter illustrated books, so reading those to her. And so constantly she's walking around being like, let's pretend, which Harry Potter character do you want to be? And I'm very tired of pretending to be Harry Potter characters. 2, she thoroughly, really enjoys Avatar The Last Airbender. So anytime that she's not asking which Harry Potter character we want to pretend to be, she's asking which Avatar character we want to pretend to be.
Obviously.
And the 3rd thing is she really, really loves watching us play Final Fantasy VII. We're playing the remake of it, and so she's just always asking, like, which character do we want to pretend to be? But
you gotta start reading her
kids.
at bedtime is the, like the Grapes of Wrath or maybe of Mice and Men or something.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
All right, there we go.
Hey, Daddy, I want to be Curly. Do you want to be George?
That's so wrong.
Hey, Dad, can I borrow a glove and some Vaseline? You remember that to talk about the farmhand keeping his trying to keep one of his hands smooth so he doesn't have rough farmer hands when he embraces his wife?
Oh man.
It's your turn, Chris.
Okay, so if I want to theorize on something that already has some theorizing going on it, how do I do that?
You pay the person who has theorized on that an extra coin, and you have to, like, basically you're in for a penny, in for a pound with what people say it is already.
Oh, I have to agree with what somebody put down there?
Yeah, so if you think somebody's wrong about that, you will go to debunk.
Crap. Okay, so I'm not on debunk, unfortunately.
Well, that's just the way it is.
I would definitely try to take a stab at something else. If possible.
Okay, so I'm going to have to do some stabbing then. Thank goodness.
Stabbity stab.
Ooh, thank goodness for auto deduction. I'm so glad these X's are being automatically put on the sheet. Jordan just said, wow, the stream has taken a dark turn. So I don't know if that's in reaction to my stabbing something or not.
I think he was talking maybe talking about Of Mice and Men, like reading Of Mice and Men to your young child.
Yeah.
Although the Grapes of Wrath is probably a more like that really I think captures the essence of how people are feeling in 2020 right now, just beleaguered.
Dang it! The other thing that I know anything about also. Fine. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You probably shouldn't. It's probably, I don't know, maybe it is worth $1 just to go along with somebody's thing, even if you know it's wrong, just so you can get that point at the end of the round, but I don't know. You'll actually get 2 points at the end of the round.
Well,
Rob is going to get 4 points.
I figured something out. All right.
Why am I going to get 4 points?
Because you're going to get a point for having put a thing on the board. And you're going to...
I got 2. I'm going to get 2 and 2. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you're going to get 1 with a bonus of 1, and then you're going to get another 1 with a bonus of 1.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm donezo.
That adds up to 4, Rob.
I know, but I've already gotten 2 of those, so...
No. You're going to get 6 total points this round. You're going to get 1 point plus 1 point for for publishing. You're going to get 1 point plus 1 point for having a publish when we do the convention.
Oh,
and then you're going to get
most.
1 point. It's friendly ties for having the most of those.
Yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm. Robes of respect, probably better than a periscope.
I know, but the periscope is so fun.
The periscope is fun, and I feel like I'm 1 or 2 deductions away from knowing a lot of the board at this point.
I mean, there's a certain point in this game where you just cascade it, and you're like, well, I know everything now.
Yeah,
and that feeling is good.
If you deduce a lot, which I usually don't, I usually go off of other people's deductions, but y'all haven't been deducing very much, and that's a problem for me and my family.
Dude, Chris, it is a much more satisfying feeling to use the app and play this game on the table, just for reference.
Yeah, for reference, this game is way more fun IRL.
Just because you're using the phone and you're like scanning the cards.
I'm having fun. Like it's a good implementation for sure.
I like you guys.
I'll be right back.
I think you guys are cool.
I am pretty cool. Thanks for noticing.
You're cool. Okay. Do I want to find out what? Okay. The worst thing. So who went first this round? Rob. So you'll be first next time. So if I get stuck down at the bottom for drinking a green minus, it's not the end of the world. Then I will possibly drink a green minus to figure some things out, I think.
Jordan says that, Cam, you are a real deduce.
Yeah! Woo, 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 woo!
What'd you get there? Got a green plus?
Yeah, I don't have to go to turn jail now. Okay. Now I get to do... now Rob gets to do a thing. And Rob is not in his room. The other thing that's really nice about Alchemist, Chris, is basically you can all do your deductions all at the same time. You just be like, hey, if you're going to do your deduction right now, like, you know that you may have to pay a coin. Oh, I do it anyway. Or, like, after you're done with the students, everybody who's on the... drink yourself can just do all of their actions all at once.
Sure, yeah, there's no reason. Like, if everyone has a phone, they can scan individually.
Yeah. And everybody can do the sage part of it at the same time. Man, Rob wants to be done with this game at 4, and we're only 3 rounds in, Rob. Better hurry up, Rob. Better hurry up, dude. Okay, dude. Okay, bud.
All right, so let's talk really quick then about CNC Board Game Factory really quick, since Rob's not here.
Yeah, when are we going to record next?
Do you want to do Friday again?
100%.
All right, perfect.
Like during the day?
Yeah, Friday during the day sounds good.
Yeah, it'll have to be afternoon Central.
Okay.
But I should be good at the latest by 1, at the earliest by noon, and I think we may do Board Boys Friday night, which would mean I would have to be done by the latest 8 o'clock.
So let's not record an 8-hour episode, is what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, like, if 6 Central is what's best for you, we would just have a hard out like at 8. You know what I mean?
Sure. No, let's do earlier in the day then. So yeah, CNC Board Game Factory is where Cam and I are going to do a live show podcast type thing where we're going to design the game. And so far...
Last week we came up with a dexterity game and a Friedman Freeze game.
Yes.
How did we not think of that it's such a Friedman Freeze game. Like, I can see the box.
I know, yeah.
Like,
a big, awkward, tall, giant, thin box. Yeah. All green.
Mm-hmm. All green with, like, really funny art on it. Just like maybe, like, little gnome, like, goblin type dudes. Like, little dwarf type dudes. Like, 7 dwarf type guys. Like, they're, like, running around their little fire hose and their little floppy, like, night hat. And, like, they're wearing one of those hats, you know, that, like, Smurfs wear? Like, they're all wearing that, right?
But on top of a fireman hat.
You lost me there. We can talk about that on the cast, but I think we don't make any reference to firemen. I think we just make reference to fire hoses.
Yeah. Yeah, Jordan, we'll make it go on Apple Podcasts as soon as I figure out how that magic works. But
are we on Spotify yet?
I think I connected us to Spotify. In fact, since
let's check it. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
This is an exciting live stream right now. So CNC Music Factory. Okay. What's our official name on there?
C+C Board Game Factory.
Oh, C+C. That's gonna get. We're not gonna get those CNC Music Factory listeners now because of that.
Well, it's so confusing because CNC. It's confusing because I don't know when they label it with the ampersand.
Oh, dude. We're definitely not popular because I had to put it in exactly to find it, but it's here.
It is there. It's on.
It's here, baby. Looks great. Do you want to talk about your great opening song? I gotta record that little ending song that I did the other day to make a nicer sounding version of it.
Yeah, man. So obviously, CNC Music Factory is known primarily in the annals of history for one particular song. Not to say that they didn't have other bangers back in the 90s.
Well, you're kind of being a jerk to things that make you go, if, I mean, that's a hit.
It's a hit, but is it the memorable hit?
No, but I would say it was big enough for them not to... Well, they're probably a one-hit wonder.
They tread the line. They are absolutely not a Lou Bega, for example. You know, Mambo's number 1 through 4 did not take off, but number 5 hit.
They probably are. If you look at Spotify, they have 80 million plays for "Gonna Make You Sweat," "Everybody Dance Now," and they only have 6 million plays for things that make you go,
You said 80 million versus 6 million?
Yeah, so it's true. You're right.
So,
things that make you go,
Jordan says to get on Apple Podcasts, all they did was just scream at the internet until they relented and put their show up places.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's try that.
Speaking of Rob, where you at, baby? Whoa, the guy who was hanging out with CNC Music Factory, Freedom Williams, the guy who was like the main guy from Everybody Dance Now. I don't think he was actually part of the group. Maybe he was part of the group. I don't know. But he's in the last couple of years, he's really been trying to cash in on that CNC Music Factory.
Yeah.
30 years later.
So anyway, yeah, I genuinely love the ideas that we came up with in episode 1 of the show, and it's funny because we kind of pitched those ideas almost as jokes, like haphazard, off the cuff type things. But I've been thinking about fire hoses ever since, and like how that would work as a board game mechanism.
Yeah, man.
And it's okay. So here's part of the thing too that I think about, perhaps that other people would not have the experience of working with a hose in like a board game setting. Is I did pest control. I was a pest control technician for
Really?
Yeah, for a little over a year here in town, and so obviously the busiest time is the summers, which are miserable.
Were you working with hoses and nets or just hoses?
Just hoses. Yeah, very seldom would I have to do any sort of trapping type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I'm a hose expert, I would say. We had a.
Would you say that you used your hose in different area codes?
I literally, yes, had to drive to different area codes. So the thing is, when you operate a 300-foot hose, like you would assume that a 300-foot hose is going to be able to spray like anybody's yard just fine. But there are some tactics that are required to. Good, Rob is back. He can take his turn, and I'm still going to talk about fire hoses.
Hose tactics.
Yeah, hose tactics.
Rob, are you familiar with Fire Hose Fairies, the new Friedman Freeze board game?
No.
It's the new Friedman Freeze board game as designed by Campbell D'Souza, is the thing.
I'm going to give him the idea. It's got 2 Fs. It's got a very green box type gameplay. Anyway, sorry, Chris, I interrupted you.
So the thing about working with pest control, like working with one of those 300-foot wind-up hoses, is you think you're on top of the world. You think you're invincible until you find a backyard that has too many like trees and obstacles to have to like maneuver it around.
Ooh, obstacle, huh?
Yeah, and you can get your hose stuck. Like that's the thing that nobody thinks about, right? That's the underrated. That's the underrated, difficulties of the heroes known as the pest control technician.
Yeah.
Is that you can get your hose stuck on stuff. You can't turn corners and stuff because it's wibbly wobbling through too many obstacles and stuff. So, like, trying to manipulate the idea of fire hoses as a board game mechanism is actually, like, in my mind, just a really clever thing to do. So, like, even if we don't fully develop fire hose fairies, like, it would be fun to at least mock it up and like take that mechanism, see if it goes places.
Also, Fire Hose Fairies is a good name for a board game, but so is Fire Hose Forest.
Fire Hose Forest, like a forest fire,
Maybe
fighting.
Fire Hose Forest Fairies if we want to go crazy with it.
We could take it a different direction. The fairies are the ones fighting the forest fires.
No, there's no fires. It's just you're going into the forest to get fairies, and you have your fire hose and your net.
I fear that we are philosophizing over too many Fs.
Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, gotta drink a potion here. Better do that. Okay, here we go. Let's do this boy and this boy.
I'm currently playing the game of where is my Amazon package that they took a picture of, because that's not my front door.
Oh, man. Rob, I drank 2 potions in a row and didn't hurt myself. I'm very surprised.
What's the last one that you drank, Cam?
It was a Blue Plus. So, I have a few different, I have knowledge of how to make. I actually haven't made a minus potion yet this game, as you can see on my board. Rob, that's oh wait, no, not you. It's you would have to place last anyway. So, oh wait, you went to the hospital. You didn't go to the green zone. That's even worse.
Yeah, I drank one of them poison potions.
One of those bad no-no juices. What are you doing drinking that no-no juice, Rob?
You know me.
Isn't that called crunk juice?
No naughty juice.
Where are we at now?
Did Chris choose his spot yet?
I did. Yeah.
I will say though, Rob, you're ahead by 2 points though. So.
That's how I roll.
That's how it do, baby.
I'm in last place, not too surprisingly. Jordan says that Obstacle was his nickname in college.
Obstacle?
Yeah, my nickname in high school was Crazy Legs because I'm not very athletic. So...
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not very athletic, but I can, like, play sports. I'm just not, like, graceful or good. But, like, occasionally I can catch a ball and, like, put it into the right place or other thing. But by no means am I gifted with the ability to be smooth when trying to do physical challenges of any sort.
Rob's nickname was Robsticle.
I was the Ronimal.
You were the what?
Nothing. I'm just making something up.
The Ronimal.
The Robinal. All right. Boom, boom. Boom. I don't have enough cubes. I guess I'll go there. That's what I do.
All right.
Where is that? That's got to be one of my neighbor's houses.
There's some crazy noises going on.
My phone is getting blown up.
Why that, dude?
I've had like 4 extra computer jobs today.
Whoa. I have eaten too much salami during the playing of this board game. This is the last piece of salami, you guys, for me today.
Good to know.
It's a great snack and meat, but it is not a good for you meat. Very salty, greasy, and fatty.
That was also my nickname in college. Okay, I'm donezo.
Me and my 2 roommates, we were called salty, greasy, and fatty.
That's the name of the Blues Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah. Do I have $1? Good.
An alchemy dollar. Okay, so I'm reading my kid Harry Potter, and it's a fun story. And I figured out that Harry Potter is a fun little, like, kid mystery story. But there's enough times where I'm like, I wonder if that person's guilty. I wonder if that person... Who's doing this? What is this? You know, like, I'm genuinely, like, intrigued by the curiosity and the intrigue of the story. But
sure.
I am more and more convinced that Harry Potter is every kid's favorite dystopia. Like...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, living in that place sounds completely miserable. Like,
yeah, kind of.
Like, their entire Ministry of Magic, like, the whole government in charge of magic and stuff, is just blatantly, like, awful. and terrible people and stuff, so they're incredibly easily manipulated by, like, the one dark evil person that they, like, vow to not let take over the world. And, like, literally the second that he shows up, everyone's like, yeah, okay, you can take over the world.
Yeah, I guess. We can't help it.
Yeah, like, we're not actually powerful enough to do anything about it, but we are powerful enough to apparently erase every human's memory of anything magical in the world ever. So, I don't know. It's a weird...
Yeah, they do like to do that, huh?
All the time.
Yeah, you know, far be it from me to critique children's books, but I understand that all of the, like, the man-children of, you know, the millennial generation, you know, would rather identify with children's literature than adult literature. But I don't think that they're, like, they were ever intended to be, like, necessarily well-written or not have a lot of plot holes. Like, I think they're interesting, and I think that's why everybody likes them. But I read those books, you know, because everybody else did, and I never got a vibe that that main bad guy was anything more than, like, a plot device used to further a teen drama novel. So
he doesn't seem that very successful at being evil.
Right, it's like he's always just getting defeated, and then, like, basically, I don't really remember how, like, the thing ends exactly, but he never really does more than, like, cast spells you've heard of, like, 1,000,000 times. So I don't know why somebody else just couldn't beat him. Like maybe 2 wizards could fight him at the same time and win.
There's a spell that literally just kills anything it touches in that universe.
Yeah, right. And so, like, one guy casts it at him, and he casts a counter spells it, and the other guy just casts it while they're in that counter spell thing, and the whole entire series is done.
Campbell, you're no fun, man.
Cam, are you placing your workers out and everything too?
Oh, sorry, I was debunking Harry Potter, not debunking potions. Okay, what am I doing here?
I mean,
I'm just saying, if you want to read a series that I think is truly edifying for grown-ups and children, I mean, at least the bad guy of the Lord of the Rings bears some real ultimate power. You know.
I love Jordan so very, very much. He hybrid Simpson quote in relation to what we're talking about. Ministry of Magic. We've tried nothing, and we're all out of ideas.
You know me. I'm one of the biggest Lord of the Ring fanboys. I'm pretty close to, I think, reading Bo the Hobbit.
You should do that, my dude.
Because
I gotta hit confirm.
The Hobbit is more of a kid's book.
Yeah, I read The Hobbit when I was a kid.
Yeah. I remember reading it in elementary school. So
I don't think you need to have an understanding of a larger world. It kind of evokes a larger world, which is kind of what Harry Potter does. But like Lord of the Rings exists in a larger world, and you kind of have to understand the concept of that larger world, which is part of Harry Potter's success. Is like, there's goblins, and you're like, that's cool, easy enough. There's trolls, easy enough. There's no like legends of backstories of where the troll kingdoms came from and everything. And actually, the more that Harry Potter tries to do that, I feel like the less successful it is. The more it tries to actually build a world around it.
Well, I think
it's a good kid story.
I've just seen like the occasional thing that like the author says here and there, but I think one of her greatest mistakes as a author is pretending that those stories are like, I think they really exist like as a really fun fantasy world for children.
Yeah, as a billionaire, I'm sure she made lots of mistakes.
No, what I'm saying
is... Are you done with your turn?
Yeah, no, I'm taking my card and stuff right now.
I just don't trust Cam to take turns and talk at the same time.
No, I'm really bad at that. But I don't have another turn until it's time to publish, so it's all on you guys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I didn't get any ingredients this turn? Boy.
No, I'm taking them to the bank. Well, actually, not literally the bank. I'm not turning them into gold. But I'm selling them.
Our house is a very, very fine... Oh, man.
Well, I hope you have at least 2 ingredients. Oh, no, you're not selling a potion. Chris, what do you need money for, dude?
No, I boned this round pretty good.
What'd you do?
Well, I can't sell my thing, so I'm not going to be able... I can't do 2 of the things I wanted to. Because then I also want to test.
Oh.
Yeah, I boned this pretty good. Alright, so how do I cancel my action?
You just click on the sad box. Hey, at least if you don't do the actions, at least you'll get a card.
Oh, yeah, well, except for I'm going to have 3 cubes in the sad box.
Oh, you're going to have 3 cubes in the penalty box?
Yeah, because I'm not buying a thing unless somebody wants to loan me 1 gold.
Oh, because you only have 1 gold, because you're not going to get any more money until after you publish.
That's what I can do here.
Yeah, I boned it pretty good.
Nuts.
That's what I get for picking up a computer and trying to find my Amazon back, which I don't think did I mention it when I came back. I just porch pirated my neighbor.
No.
It's okay, it was my stuff.
Oh.
So.
I think when you porch pirate something you already own, it's not piracy. It's landing liberation.
It's like our neighbors we hang out with all the time, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like I actually grabbed it. I go porch pirate, and I ran away because they have a Ring doorbell. So I hope they get something good out of that.
Chris, did you make an exact blue minus there?
I did, sir. Yes.
Well, shucky dang, I'll take a look at that before this.
Shucky dang indeed.
Shucky dang darn, dude. Oh no! Wait, maybe I did get some information there.
Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But I'm going to take my thinking cap.
I think it's likely that I got some information.
I'm going to put on my thinking cap, if you will.
Our house.
Chris has all the money.
Yeah, Chris has
I did get a lot of
money up the waz. You gotta roll tight, though, if you want to get those points. Although, having a ton of artifacts is probably a good way to get quite a few points.
Yeah, we played that one game with Chris Boat, and he went like turbo artifact and did pretty well. Like, he hardly published at all.
Oh, and he did. Chris did a thinking cap. Nice.
I think he bought like all the artifacts.
Chris Boat?
I feel like it should be my turn now.
I bought the
Chris
thinking cap, so I have to take
Chris did a
immediate
thinking
actions.
Cap, so he gets to look at he gets to do a bunch of stuff.
Oh.
I'm not sure if the stuff that I'm testing is the smartest stuff to test. I made a soup.
Oh, Chris is going smart because the crystal cabinet is in this game, Rob. Chris could get like 2 more artifacts and get 10 points on the crystal cabinet. No, wait. Is this your second artifact, Chris?
This is only my second artifact, or
you get 3 artifacts
my first
and
artifact.
Get 10 points off that bad boy.
Yeah, dude.
Off of that bad dad.
Right, I'm done after that embarrassment.
Nah, my round was pretty embarrassing.
It's a good thing you're getting extra points for the stuff you do.
I was -1 cube to begin with, and then I just basically wasted 2 more actions this turn. It still doesn't say it's my turn.
Oh, because I have to publish. Oh, because you skipped your turn. So I'm going to publish. Am I going to publish Fern? Or am I going to publish... Wait, I get 2 coins if I publish Fern, Feather, Scorpion.
It was smart enough to know that I couldn't buy anything, so it just skipped me.
Okay. So we're going to publish Fern now.
Are you?
Yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to do this.
I'm waiting on bated breath. What'd you do? What'd you do?
What'd you do? I got my first
Fern is
I got my first thing. Well,
how do you feel about that, Cam? You feeling pretty good?
Can't say for sure. I know that Fern has at least 1 plus in it. Play that.
Fair.
And you know what? I would go as far to say that Fern may even have 2 to 3 pluses in it. But I'm not going to say anything. Well, with oh, you basically just lost your entire round, didn't you?
Yeah. Plus, it doesn't matter. I think I'm still feeling fairly good.
Losing a couple actions isn't going to end your game, especially when you definitely have the one item you needed to still be able to win the game after losing 3 cubes in the same turn.
Yeah, I wish I was wondering why I couldn't I wanted to publish twice this round, and being short that cube was no bueno. And unfortunately, I feel like I have to... I don't know. At least I got some gold out of... Why am I only at 2 gold? Oh, because I had to pay a gold. Phew. At least I had the gold. Jesus. Our house.
So if
in
I
the
want,
middle of the street.
If I want to debunkinate a theory,
Yes.
then I go to that top left action with grumpy pants looking guy.
Yep.
And then do I have to have ingredients for something, or how do I, like, what?
No.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how it looks here, but in the app on the phone, you would hit debunk, and then you would pick which ingredient you're debunking. Like let's say mandrake root. Okay.
Yeah.
You would click that, and then it will give you red, green, and blue, and you click which one of those that you think that symbol is wrong.
Okay.
And you may debunk it or you may not, But even if you don't debunk it, it doesn't mean that it's right. It just means you debunked it on the wrong color.
On the wrong color. Okay.
And you know it's your turn, right, Cam?
I do know it's my turn, but you did the thing I want to do, and I don't want to put any coins on it. So I want to do something else, but I don't know what I want to do.
Cam, if you like it, you better put a coin on it.
The problem is, Rob, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I don't like it.
Come on, I will take your monies.
But the thing is, I'm not paying you to go on something that's wrong.
Oh, you think that's wrong?
I think it's wrong. I don't know it's wrong, but...
Well, I am no longer believing anything you say then, Cam. Also, Chris, this game has kind of a fun bluffing element.
Yeah. Oh, and also, when you play in real life, the suspension is way higher because it doesn't automatically do the work for you, and it's very easy to deduce your way into a mistake or two.
Sure.
Which I still could have done. I have clicked on my board a couple times, so...
Oh, I also have clicked on my board.
Okay, do I give up 2 cubes and just get a card at this point? But then Rob will get 2 points if I don't do one of these things. Ugh.
I vote for that. Cam, you should skip 2 actions just like I did.
No, I'm gonna do something. Okay, what am I gonna do? What do I think that mushroom is? I think that mushroom is... I think it's very possible that mushroom is this. Boom, there it is. Man, now I'm out of... I only have 1 coin again. Oh, I can test again? Well, let's do that, boyos.
What did you do for that?
Hey! I don't know if that was very good information, actually.
Must be the money.
It was not. Crap.
Must not be.
Crapola on a cracker.
Must not be alchemy dollars.
Exactly.
All
I
right.
should have...
Be good.
I should not have done that test.
What
That
did
I
I
did.
just learn? Oh no! I'm going last this round. That is not what I want. Oh, that was not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
Okay, well, and Cam, I have an interesting story to tell you later.
Is it
after
about?
this-
Is it
after
about
this game
pirate
is over.
porching
After this game.
pirating your neighbors?
No, it has something to do with something I did during this game.
Where do I want to... What's that?
That makes me feel even worse about myself.
Oh, no. Were you playing the other game while we did this, and then you were using information from that other game in this game?
No, that I did not do.
I'll go there. This house is a very fine house. Man, Chris, you got so much money, and so much ingredients, and so much action cards, and I know the word is many, but I want to say much.
And it's his turn because I'm in Paralyzeville.
Yeah, Rob is in the jail spot.
It still says waiting for my turn. So does someone have to, like, confirm something?
Do you have to confirm that you're in jail, Rob?
Oh, sorry, I have to select the ingredients to discard because I top-decked a shopkeeper.
Yeah, I know. Or you mean a herbalist? Yeah, I top-decked an herbalist, and I'm like, I don't even need any more action cards if I'm going to get freaking herbalists. The most useless card. Tell me I'm wrong that herbalists are the most useless card.
What does herbalist do?
You draw 3 cards, then you discard 2 cards.
Oh yeah, that's one I got rid of at the start of the game.
Yeah,
so.
It's so useless. It's the worst one.
I don't think it's that bad, but it is definitely not.
It should be draw 3 cards, discard 1 card.
Or you shouldn't have to use it right when you get it.
Right, yeah, that too.
Oh wait, I gotta pick the ones I want to discard.
Yeah.
Which earlier didn't it ask me which ones I wanted to keep?
No,
Or no?
that was
from
what
your
you
beginning
confused.
choice.
No, at the beginning it said choose one to discard, which is what
Oh, yeah,
Rob
it did.
messed
Yeah,
up
you're
on.
right.
Okay, well at least it's consistent in asking me the scary things.
Consistency.
Now I'm done. Just between you and me.
I'll take lots of good stuff.
Okay, so at the end of
Holy
this round, you have to have 2 things on the board, Chris, or you lose. You'll lose a point. Or if you get debunked and something goes off the board for you, that could be bad. Okay.
I have to discard 2 things. Shucks.
Cam.
That's my name, baby. Don't wear it out.
Let me see that cam.
Exactly.
Do.
Ooh, that cam is scandalous.
You know another Cam couldn't handle this?
It's true, man. Another cam couldn't handle it.
You're just a Cam in a bottle, baby.
Look at my cam, so devilish.
You gotta rub Cam the right way.
That's true. You gotta. Genie in a bottle, baby.
Ah.
I should probably try to get some money this round.
I feel like
how can I even do that?
Should it be my turn now to place things?
No, I have to discard cards because of the stupid.
I don't think I have enough
Oh, gotcha.
time to go get money.
Ugh.
Money.
There's only
Okay,
2
I'm
rounds
done.
left. I do not have nearly enough information, which is crazy because I have the frickin' periscope.
Man, you're bad at deduction.
No, I've deduced 5 times, and I have the periscope. And the last deduction I made was just super unlucky, and it gave me almost no information. If I'd gotten like 1 piece of information, I would have the whole board cleared. But as it stands, I have like half of the board left to do.
Yeah, boy.
You know that final big deduction is what clinches it. You know what I'm saying?
That big boy.
Also, it's easier to pay attention to what other people are doing when you play IRL, and like I should like know how verifiable certain aspects of this thing are. Hey, are you guys waiting on me? This thing isn't updating in real time, so.
No, it's my turn.
Ooh, his name is Rob. It is his turn.
You know, I could probably figure this out. Wait, what is this gonna make? Oh, I know 100% what it's gonna make. Is that good or bad for me? Okay, let's do it. Oh, I have to restart my turn now. Try this again. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, fine. I did it.
Now it's Chris's turn. What up with that, Chris? Whoa, Rob. Must have played an assistant to get all them cubes.
You know, a little bit of that sticky icky icky.
A little bit of them cubes.
I really didn't want to go last this round.
Yeah, going last stanks.
Man.
You guys, I got this baseball game for the Switch called Super Mega Baseball 3, and it's maybe the best baseball video game I've played in many years. And there's an online mode, and I played against a try-hard earlier, but like you can see how experienced with the game people are.
Was his name Tries Harder?
His name was not Tries Harder, but he kept like gloating with like the chat functions when he'd like hit a home run off of me. And then he realized I was new, so he just started doing like goofy base running stuff because I hadn't figured out the controls very well yet. So he just like stole home, like when I wasn't even pitching, and I had had enough of it, so I just beamed the next guy, like right in the helmet.
Did you ever play the? I don't remember what it was called. Probably like the first baseball game for the Nintendo.
Baseball?
Probably literally just called baseball.
I mean, I think the first, or maybe Major League Baseball. I think there's one called Baseball and there's one called Major League Baseball. My favorite baseball game for the Nintendo is Bad News Baseball, and that game is really good. But Baseball Stars is also great.
This looks right. Major League Baseball is a sports video game released in 1988.
Well, no, that wouldn't have been the first one on the system. NES Baseball is from 1983.
Well, this is the first one this is probably the one I played. It's just called Major League Baseball.
Yeah, Major League Baseball it had the Major League symbol on it, and like it's a very like other than that nondescript cart, but like it looks very similar to NES Baseball and Bad News Baseball.
Here's a screen grab. Oh, I can't give you a screen grab.
No, I mean I know what.
I just remember like trying to make your guys like I'd accidentally like make a guy steal, and then you got to turn him back. And
no, it's a good one. Bad News Baseball controls a little better, but like basically every baseball game for the NES looks exactly the same. So. Ooh. Oh, Chris, did you seriously?
I seriously
you suck,
did.
Dude. You suck, dude. Hey, dude, that ain't cool, dude. Come on, dude. Okay, well, I guess
he didn't publish.
Chris, why didn't you publish?
What if you debunk? Does that not count as...
You have to have a cube in publishing to publish after debunking.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's not like...
I guess I'll go publish.
It's not like a free... It's not like a free thing. You still have to.
You just wouldn't have gotten to do it
immediately. But what if Chris doesn't debunk what I think he's gonna? Oh, I'll put one there just in case. Just in case he doesn't debunk the thing I think that needs to get debunked.
I'm feeling pretty good about this, Cam.
I'm feeling bunky about this, baby.
even though I'm last.
Dang it.
I'm getting funky and bunky.
Oh, yeah, that feels terrible to have, I forgot that I would have to put a cube over there.
Yeah.
You know what, dude? I got 3 cubes left. Should I test one more time? You guys are going to do all the testing for me, it looks like. Chris is.
I'm done testing.
I need to get one more piece of information, but you're gonna go run a potion there, and I can look at that before I publish.
Well, Chris, so far, what do you think of this bad boy?
Oh, I enjoy the system a ton. I like with most deduction games, if you don't know how to start deducing stuff, like I'm definitely at a disadvantage in that part of the game. But I think I'm doing fine on the worker placement stuff. I'm going to try and collect some points from what do you call these? The artifacts and stuff. So, I mean...
the auto deduction's nice for a first play.
Yeah.
But, like, in my brain, there's, like, maybe 3 levels of deduction in this. And, like, as you play it more, you're like, oh, that means this, or there's basic deduction of, oh, I made a red plus, so none of these can be red plus, so I'll none of them can be red minus. Mark them all out.
Yeah.
But then there's more things you can figure out as you go too. which I am not always the best at figuring out, and sometimes I screwed them up. There has been many a game where my sheet has been completely hosed.
What do I even want to take here?
And like a couple of games were like we all were playing like by the seat of our pants a little bit and trusting other people, and like we ended up getting almost nothing right on the board
Yeah.
because there was so much bluffing going on. It's pretty interesting.
Because you can play for points, baby.
And sometimes though, it's like by round 4, most everyone's got everything figured out. So it's pretty variable.
Yep. Okay, there's the stuff I gotta do before it's debunking time.
Ugh.
It's happy debunking time. Ooh, I gotta sell something. Okay, well, I'm fairly certain that I can only make this, so I might as well do this. Let me look at what I could possibly make. I guess maybe. So I'll put it on this one. Blue minus soup. Confirm and end.
Which round is this? Is this round 4 or
What
4?
did I just do?
3 or this is 4, right?
I'm just deciding whether or not to look at one. Oh, so you made the exact potion?
Holy balls.
You made an exact blue minus?
Yes.
I would very much like to look at one of those cards.
I'm not 100% sure how that happened.
No! You taught me nothing!
That's the best. Oh, actually, that does tell me exactly what it is. My bad. I was looking at this wrong. Man, I should have asked for more money. Although, why did I get $3 for that, Cam?
Because you get an extra $1 when mixing a...
Because I'm up in that goody-good reputation spot.
Yep.
Just there. Well, that's good that happened before this is about to happen.
Before you lose points. Although you might...
You're both debunking? Oh. No, I don't like that.
I don't know what Chris is debunking, but there's only one thing I really want to debunk.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut till the debunking round is over.
How many points do you lose if you fail to debunk? Only 1? I'm going to debunk anyway, even if Chris does the thing that I'm not 100% sure about.
Yeah, it's -1.
Yeah, no big deal. I guess I'd lose 2 points if that happened.
Yeah, I'm going to lose 2 points.
Oh my gosh,
3
please let me
points?
be doing this right.
If you didn't hedge, you lose 5 points, bud. But it's only 4 points at the end of the game because people didn't catch you and call you on your BS, I think.
Right, no, I'm saying if I debunked wrong, it'd be -3 points.
So it looks like I debunked correctly on
What
the
did you
blue
debunk?
flower.
Thank you for teaching me stuff.
You debunked blue flower.
Wish that I had several things on the publish spot. Okay, so I'm going to debunk also.
Was I on blue flower?
I'm going to debunk
Yeah, that was
stupid
you,
frog.
Oh, cool, but I hedged correctly.
Thank you for darkening my entire screen so I can't see what thing I'm debunking.
Is that...
That's stupid as hell.
Okay, so you can see there, Chris, that I hedged correctly with blue.
So you didn't lose the points, therefore.
Right.
I think you're wrong about that. Hey.
So, Cam, did you just debunk frog?
Heck yeah, baby boy.
Okay,
you know what? If I spend 2 coins and publish on Crow's Foot, I could get another one of those things. But that would be mean, and we should let Chris get the $2.
So I just lost 7 points from that. And I had put my 5-pointer on there because I looked at the wrong symbol, Cam, and that is the very dumb thing I did.
Oh no.
I knew what the answer was, and I just picked the wrong thing.
Oh my gosh.
Like I literally knew
that would never happen like if you were playing in real life too, usually.
That's okay. You guys left me something to debunk, so that's cool.
Oh, there's one more thing to debunk, huh?
How is it still my turn? Not my turn.
Because I'm deciding whether to use the symbol or the ingredient. But okay, I'm going to use that. Okay.
Like, why are you publishing now? You're gonna get a publish for. Oh, I guess I could technically publish before you.
Yeah, you could.
So what did you publish? Frog?
Frog, baby, frog bowels.
Okay, cool.
What are you debunking out there?
The stupid mushroom.
Yeah, mushroom's wrong.
Oh,
I know.
dang. Okay, so what?
But
what
I hedged
symbol?
correctly, son. Son.
Okay, so I need to do green on the mushroom. Right? Yep.
Your boy hedged it right. Got those hedge clippers going, baby.
Yep. Well, I gained 3 of those points back that I lost, so that's good.
Oh, and we're tied again. Oh, no, we're not. You're all the way back there. I'm tied with Chris now.
Yeah.
That's
So then
something.
I'm gonna go ahead and publish. I can snag that thing? Sure, I'll do that. I'm gonna publish the purple, and we're gonna publish this. I'm gonna triple check that that's right. Wait, but what thing did I put on it? Oh, maybe I just didn't do it right. Hold on. Click that. Click that. Pick that. Confirm and end my turn. Okay, now I get to go again. Oh no, I'm not gonna get that thing.
I really wish I'd published twice this round instead of... I knew I shouldn't have tested one more time.
So I could pay Chris to get points. No, I'm just gonna go here on Scorpion. And Scorpion is... Oh. Nope, can't do that one. What is this one? Okay, I'll do this one. Is that timey with you again, Can, on thingies?
I have 4 of them up right... Oh, wait. No, I'm back to 3, so...
Okay, I'm back to where I started.
You have 2, so at least you're not getting those extra 2 points for having the most up on there.
Oh, because one of mine got taken off. That's right. All right.
I think Chris is going to win this game.
I don't know how. I got nothing on the board. I'm about to lose points too, right?
Oh, you are going to lose that point. Actually, you'll lose 2 points. But you have so many of those stinking artifacts, dude. That's what's going to get you so many points at the end.
I mean, I only have 2 right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have 3? I thought you had 3.
I was hoping to get 3. Yeah, but
Aw. Hey, this is going to probably clear out my board for me, so at least I know exactly what I'm doing going into the end here. Not quite.
okay. So now I
Are you still not working with full info?
There is... I have 4 spaces on my... Like, 2 of the ingredients for me are a coin flip. I'll say that.
Gotcha. We have one round after this.
It's the final countdown. Ba-da-da-da.
Rit-do.
Okay. Okay. I figured. Okay. Okay. Wow, for anyone watching the stream, I feel like a dang genius.
Welcome to the club. Except for the 2 huge mistakes I made this game.
I always feel like a genius. That's probably the reason everything goes so poorly for me.
These two seem to make sense since I know a lot of info about that, so that should help me figure something out.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to catch Cam in symbols. Yeah, I don't think I can beat you, Cam, now.
Yeah, well, you got a decent amount of Skrilla there.
I lost one of my 5-pointers.
Oh, yeah, you're done. Sorry.
If I wouldn't have screwed that, I mean, that was essentially a 12-point swing for me.
Uh-oh.
That mistake was a 12-point mistake.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I have to drink a potion, and now I don't have much stuff for potions. I have a lot of unknowns. Oh gosh, let me think about this.
A lot of known knowns and a lot of unknown unknowns.
Oh, this is a weird point of the game where now I have to use like my math or my head skills.
Oh no, I don't have an assistant. That sucks.
What happens when you drink a positive potion? Do you get good stuff?
Nothing. You just don't get injured.
Okay, so I just want to not get injured. And if I drink soup, it's fine? If I drink something that's just completely inert?
Yeah, if you get injured, you're in bad shape, son. Oh, Chris, yeah. I may have been overestimating your end game because you are only sitting on 1 coin now.
Garantizzled, yep.
Alright, cool. So we are in turn order.
It's the final round now.
Is this the last round? Or is there
I chose.
2 rounds?
Nope, this is the final round.
Oh, no. Did you drink a red minus, Chris? Bad time to drink a red minus, my son.
You'll notice you can't test anymore. Instead, you can go to the fair and make potions and score points at the end of the game for doing that. But you have to have the ingredients to do that.
What happens with the red minus?
You lose a cube for the round. It went to the hospital at the end of the round and then moved up to the sad face cube area.
Okay. So I'm just down 1 cube, essentially.
You are.
Hey, Hey, Rob. Without, we're live streaming. I have a question for you. Feel free not to answer. But are we good to maybe do the thing we were talking about doing with the other board boys, or no?
You mean this weekend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I have to go pick up my dog soon. So if we can crank this last round,
I know exactly where I'm going to try to place my guys, if it's possible. I think it's Chris's turn to. Oh, you guys really want to go first, huh? So I guess I'll just go get 2 ingredients for one of these cards.
He spent the buck.
He spent the buck. Singaya. You've got the bite. I got the wrong card. I really needed an assistant if I was going to make this super good, but I'm not going to make it super good. And I think it's probably important that I get 2 more of those things on instead of getting, well...
Hey guys, something just hit me. A question that I will kick myself forever for. Am I allowed to choose to not drink a potion?
Oh yeah.
Dang it. Okay, because none of them would have been good for me.
Oh yeah, like at the end, you can always choose not to do the action, and it goes to the sad face cube area.
That's right.
And then for every 2 sad face cubes, you get to draw an assistant card.
Well, I screwed up, so I have a 0% chance of winning now.
Well, I think I also do too, because I have minus 12 points.
Oh man, I can't decide what to do here.
I thought you said you knew.
Well, okay. I'm just gonna go for it.
Cool. Because I'm fairly sure I know what I want to do. I 100% know what I'd want to do if Chris wasn't before me. But he's before me, so... I don't know what Chris is going to do.
Where is he at?
So the question is, do I try to put a cube somewhere? Sorry, go ahead.
Other question on the disprove and like the debunk and what is it called? The debunk action plus the propose a theory action.
Sorry, Chris. It's actually deboink.
Sorry, yeah. So deboinking. If I debunk something and I want to propose knowing what the thing is, but that token is already used on a different resource, am I not allowed to do that? I would have to debunk.
Hang on. Would you rephrase that question? If you're trying to debunk and what?
If I want to, if I want to debunk and
Publish.
Okay, so basically, if I want to publish something, but the token that I want to publish onto it is already somewhere else,
then you need to debunk. You need to debunk the ingredient that has that thing on it.
All right, cool.
Because then it will get removed, and then you can publish it. You can publish either the thing you debunked. You can either publish the ingredient you debunked immediately, or the alchemical symbol that you debunked immediately.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize this, but there's a wrong theory on the board, isn't there?
There
what?
is.
No.
But I didn't know if Chris knew it or not. So I'm trying to debunk as well. I should have paid the $1 and went first. It was me being greedy. I didn't think that you guys with $1 would spend your last $1 to go first, because you need money to publish.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty likely that you guys are going to be paying me coins at some point here. But if you're trying to collect some of these, like,
I'm not publishing on your stuff, Cam.
I almost screwed up again really bad because I almost didn't end with $1.
I'm selling because.
Okay, your turn, Cam.
Oh, my turn to grab a thing?
Yeah.
Am I the only person selling?
Nope. Chris is selling before you.
No.
No.
He's selling a potion in the bottom left action.
Selling a potion. No, he's selling an ingredient.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm turning chicken foot into gold.
I believe I have 2 cards that I know what they're going to make. So, okay, I get to take a random thing. There we go. Boop. This would be the round to have a custodian.
I'm gonna turn my chicken foot into some gold, baby.
Gold, baby. Getting that gold, son.
Shucky dang darns, man. There's so many things that I did wrong this game.
Chris, every time you say shucky dang darn, I always want to ask you if you've seen Cannibal the Musical, but the first time I heard you say that, I asked you that, and you were like, no. Okay, well, we're going to sell a green minus, and I believe I have the appropriate stuff to do that. And I do. Okay, so which of these things is going to give me the most points? That would be worth 4, I guess, for 4. That's worth 4 for 4. And then the crystal cabinet is 5 for 4, so they're all worth 4 points to me. I guess I'll get the one that will get me 4 points no matter what.
Ooh, Maharaja was successfully funded.
Maharaja.
Okay, so I want to debunk something that...
So we'll be playing that in about a year, Cam.
Crap, which thing is it that I'm supposed to debunk?
It's a redo of an older Kramer and Kiesling game, I think. Cam, this is my 16th recorded play of Alchemists. I've only played King's Golem 3 times, I think, because I think I've been recording it in there when I played it.
Oh no, I thought there was something that was wrong. Did I... Wait, no, there's got... No, where's the thing? Where's the thing that I know is wrong?
Whoa, you're double debunking?
I thought that there
Or
were
was that the
multiple
mistake?
things.
Oh, okay.
I'm so confused now.
I think you're confused now.
Did someone debunk last round and I just didn't follow it?
Cam and I both all 3 of us debunked last
Yeah.
round.
Oh, maybe I was looking at old information. What's going on? I could have sworn that this was... Sorry, about this? Ah, there we are. Hey! You debunked a theory. You may publish immediately a new theory.
Ooh, Rob is getting on that board.
What? What'd you say?
You said you're going to be getting on that board this round.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be enough, though. I think I handily had this game if I didn't boink that thing up, because I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, you got hurt.
But minus 12 points is on something that shouldn't have happened.
That's terrible.
Immediately after I did it, and then Cam was like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty wrong." I'm like, I didn't say anything. I immediately looked at it and was like, "Oh no, I did it wrong." Well, you were right, Chris. That was the one to debunk, my good man.
Okay.
I was hoping you weren't going to see it, because I needed it.
I knew that... Like, I knew it was there. I just completely spaced it when it actually came time to debunk it.
Yeah.
I was just choking. I was up at the podium.
That's good. And then what's the other one that doesn't have one? Scorpion? Yeah. That means I think there's nothing left, so... Sad cube. But then I get to go again? Oh no, you're debunking again.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming is a sad cube.
Indeed. I already used my last good cube.
Otherwise, I just boned it. Alright, select the theory to publish. Oh, man. I guess I'll publish. I should probably publish these 2 so I can get that thing. So let's go ahead and publish. I'm going to publish Scorpion. Scorpion is this one. Bop, bop. Okay, it is your turn, Cam.
Thank you, my friend.
And then, Chris, do you understand how that last spot works that nobody went to?
No, not at all.
So, let's say at the end, like, you either A, have, like, published all your theories and stuff, or you don't want to, or you have a bunch of ingredients and you have extra actions.
Uh-huh.
You go there, and then you have to have the ingredients, but you basically say, like, you put your cubes where you normally would, and then, like, you're like, I'm going to make a red plus, and then you try to make the red plus, and if you do it, you put your cube over underneath the red plus in the column.
Yeah.
And if you're the first person to do it, you get a point. And so if you're the first person to do a red plus and a red minus, you'll get 4 points because you get 2 for being first and 2 for doing both of them.
Dang.
If you do both of them, you still get, like, so let's say you were the first person to do red plus and you were the second person to do red minus, you get 3 points.
Okay.
So if you do both, you get 2, but being the first on each one gives you 1. It's something that isn't gone to a whole lot, but, like, if you have extra stuff, and if that's the way it works out, like, it's a way to get some points. Like, for me with the Robes of Respect, if I wouldn't have blown what I did earlier, I probably would have had some extra stuff to go there and score some more points.
For sure, yeah.
All right, so we're all published out, so that means I'm going to give Cam $1. That's sad.
Man, dollars, points at the end of the game?
Not being blue, yeah, they're like a third of a point.
Okay.
I'd rather give you $1, but that wouldn't give me one of these nifty tiles.
Yeah, I've completely ignored those tiles because I kind of forgot what they were. I forgot mostly that they existed partway through the game.
Yeah, it's just publishing gives them to you if you have.
Yeah.
Like, so for my because I have one of them already, now I need to have published on all 3 things. So I've published now on all 3 of those bad boys. You'll see it show up here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I've published on Mushroom, Scorpion, and Toad. And here we're going to get our unsatisfying end of the game thing. Yeah, Twizzler.
Whoa.
You beat me by 3 points.
There's no way 24 was the final score. Where's the actual...
No. That's reputation. Look over on the right side.
Oh, yeah.
You got 45. I got 42.
Oh, there's the chart. Okay, so reputation.
So Rob, just so you don't feel worse about the mistake you made, if you hadn't bungled Frog, I would have been able to get a 3-pointer down on that Frog as well, and not put a failure on Mushroom. Which that means that wouldn't have allowed Chris to debunk this round. It would have changed the scores up considerably.
Yeah.
So it might not have been a guaranteed win still.
I don't know. 12 points is a lot.
Yeah, you lost 12.
And I don't. You know, I'm not normally this guy, but I would have probably also done some stuff at the fair and scored more points that way. But instead, I had to catch up. That losing that fiber is what really hurt me.
I mean, you did incredibly good considering you made a dumb goof and you also lost 3 actions in one of the turns.
Yeah, so, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was fighting for a very good 3rd place. I definitely knew that.
It's the downside of the app. Oh, this game is a game where you've got to play it more than once to get a feel for it.
Also,
like your downside, Chris, was you just did not publish enough.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's where you get your points, is publishing and debunking.
I bet this game would be way more fun on Tabletop Simulator, where we actually have to do the stuff ourselves.
Well, let's try to figure it out. We can play King's Golem. Or even without King's Golem, I want to try it on Tabletop Sim. There's 2 different versions of it. I just don't understand how those colored boxes work. I totally have to run, though, guys. Thanks
totally
for playing.
Fine.
Yeah,
and,
thanks, Rob.
Chris, I hope you liked it maybe half as much as Cam and I do.
Well, it's not as fun on this because you don't get to really do the figuring yourself, which is most of the fun of the game.
Well, I mean, I think
this is a good training wheels game.
That's true.
Yeah, you can turn that off, I think. Rob, if you need to take off, that's totally fine, man.
Yeah, you 100% can turn it off, but like doing it in person with a pencil and like watching what people take and marking down what they're taking and like that mind game is really fun.
Yeah.
All right, bye, guys.
Later, dude.
But yeah, no, I mean, I definitely remember hitting an age where like I was playing Clue with my family, and I was like, wait a second, I can infer information from other people's turns too, instead of just asking for stuff. Like,
Yeah.
and so this was me as a little kid, just playing the ask for stuff game. Like I wasn't really able to follow what everyone else was doing, so I was grateful to at least have like the auto setting on.
I think you've probably heard me say on the cast that I think that Clue is probably one of the best major games in production. And obviously the roll and move of Clue is not very good, but the deduction of Clue is really fantastic for what it is. And yeah. That game Awkward House Guests or whatever it is that came out recently, did you get a chance to play that?
I've never no.
No, so it's just very Cluey, like it's Clue for the type of gamers that we are. And it's like it's a similar type of deduction, but I think there's 5 different things you're trying to figure out, and you get a lot of information, but every time you get a turn, I think you make a trade with somebody, like you trade cards, and it'd be like, oh, I'll give you like this one card has like level 3 information on it, and I'll trade you for a level 1 and a level 2 card. And so like part of the mind game is like people can just hand you stuff that you've already had.
Yeah.
But then they're also like they don't really want to do that most of the time because they want to get traded with, and if they trade somebody crap information 3 times in a row, like nobody's gonna trade with them for the rest of the game, you know.
Okay.
It's really neat.
So it sounds like a mix of deduction, but also trading, because it's not just like do you have red, and you're like, okay, fine, I have red. It's like you actually have to kind of there's selection. There's selection, just like with trading. We were talking about on, I think on CNC Board Game Factor about like how trading is a hard mechanism to make actually fun and feel invested in.
This one is much more of like a social game trade, like a social contract trade, because like there's no like I couldn't be like I have 2 information but it's really good. Would somebody trade me 4? There's none of that. You make a fair trade when you trade.
Yeah.
So like if you're giving up, and I don't think you can give like 7 information for 7 information. I think the most you can do is 3, and you have a card that usually comprises like 10 or so worth of info.
Okay.
And so you'd be like, yeah, I'll trade you 1, 2, or 3, or maybe I don't know. I can't quite remember exactly how it works. Rob owns the game, and it's very, very cool. And now I'm going to see if it's on Tabletop Simulator. And sorry for going down one of these rabbit holes while we're like ending a stream.
No worries, whatever. But yeah, anyway, no, Alchemist, man, was really cool. I really enjoyed it, and I think that I like that the worker placement part of it is fairly straightforward. Obviously, I messed up a few things here and there, like not publishing the same round that I debunked something, so that definitely hurts.
Yeah, that you would have had way more points had you done that.
Yeah, but then also just knowing like, oh, I have to publish throughout the game, and I was definitely too gun shy to publish stuff that was wrong. Even with that in the back of my mind, like just publish stuff. But I was still way too gun shy about it. So it'd be interesting to revisit.
I was that guy the first time I played, but to the opposite. I was like, there is a 50% chance that this thing is right. I'm just going to put a 5 on it. And so I got like negative 15 points the first time I played. But like the thing that's awesome about playing live is it's way easier to pay attention to people and be like, oh, this person thinks that this is this, and they know how to make a red potion and a blue potion, like a red plus and a blue plus. So if they have its red plus, blue plus, green plus, you could be like, well, then this symbol is almost certainly either red plus, blue plus, green plus, or red plus, blue plus, green minus. So you can cross all those off. And then if you know that it's not red plus, blue plus, green minus, you'd be like, oh, well, I know what this is now. And
right.
That's easier to do early in the game, right? Later in the game, like as you start like using artifacts and start but at that point then you just start assuming that people know what it is near the end of the game. And that helps you like lock other things down.
Okay.
But the game is largely, I think, better with the Golem expansion, because in the Golem expansion, you're trying also to like light up a golem, and you have to know things about the ingredients to like be able to deduce things about the golem. So like you're on a race to like learn stuff about the ingredients,
Okay.
but also get points, but it like kind of forces you to learn a little more, but then there's more ways to learn stuff too, and it makes it less easy to just like look at what other people are doing and extract clear information. It's all around a really, really good expansion, but it's fun, and the way you puzzle out the golem is really neat too.
Interesting. All right.
So, like the way that works, and I'll just explain it that way. It's on posterity for the cast, but basically the golem has, like, you go down to test the golem and you burn an ingredient, and it'll tell you whether it makes the golem's like chest glow, or his ears smoke, or both, or neither. And what you're trying to figure out is all of the ingredients that will make the golem's like ears smoke have one of the similar properties. It's either a big like green bubble, a little green bubble, a big red, a little red, a big blue, or a little blue. So if you know 2 ingredients that make the golem's ears smoke, and they have like a big blue bubble between the 2 of them, you know that's the property that makes the ears smoke. And then like a big blue transfers to like a blue plus. And then what you're doing at the end is you're doing the same thing with like the chest. So like say you get blue plus and green minus. Then at the end of the game, to light up the golem, you have to choose the 2 ingredients that have a blue plus and a green minus to light up the golem. And so you have to like know your board pretty well.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well,
Anyway,
I would be more than happy to try just the basic game again to get a little more familiar with it, and then maybe jump
100%.
into
Yeah,
that.
you should. Yeah. I would say you'd want to play 2 or 3 times before you did the golem. But once you've played 2 or 3 times, it's a lot better with the golem.
Cool. All right.
Anyway, good hanging with you, dude. Let's
for
plan
sure.
on... Are we going to try to ice pick again on Thursday evening?
Yeah, let's try and do another one of these live streams on Thursday. When you say evening, like you want to do later in the day kind of a thing?
I mean, we did a really fun ice pick after dark, but anytime is fine for me Thursday after like 5.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll plan that out. And then CNC Board Game Factory, Friday afternoon sometime. We'll get that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Very cool.
All right, man.
Hey, thanks so much, dude. I really appreciate you.
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
a good one.
Okay, stream is over.